Unmute. There you go. Yeah, that's it. I'll just put it in the, yeah, put it in the Zoom link. Oh, hang on. Control V. Get rid of this bit. Yep, that's it. Post. Yeah. Real. It is done. Then go back to Zoom. I'm just getting used to how to use Zoom and YouTube at the same time. It's quite a new thing for me to be doing, so I'm just still getting used to it. So I think everything's okay. Everything's running. Yeah. Let me just do that. And then do that. And then, yeah. Yeah, I can see the chat at the same time then. So hi, hello, welcome to the Zoom tube. I was going to do a video today, but then I thought, well, I might as well just go on and do the Zoom. So I've done the Zoom instead of a video. So yeah, hello. So before I go into the topic, which is, title is Peace Beyond Reason, I just wanted to say that I watched a lovely interview yesterday. Lisa Cairns was interviewing a man named Angelo, I think Angelo, simply, I think it was like Simply Awake or something. But it was a really lovely interview. I'm going to try and get the link and share it in my channel somewhere. Yeah, it was a really beautiful interview, and I really felt the benefit of hearing other people speak about this subject. And yeah, it's really yeah, it's really wonderful to hear. Really wonderful to hear. And yeah, I'm going to try and get the link and share it. Yeah. So, peace beyond reason. That was it. Peace beyond reason. Oh, it's Simply Always Awake. That was it. And it was like essence. Yeah, 2 A's. Simply Always Awake. So peace beyond reason. It feels like that's a beautiful title. Oh, the heating's on. I'm getting a bit warm. Yeah, beautiful title. The bit about beyond reason. That's really beautiful. Because what is being spoken about is beyond reason. It's a peace beyond reason. So the reasoning ability, the intellect, the mind, thoughts, has had such a strong hold over humanity, such a strong hold over humanity. And it has been useful in a lot of ways. It's been useful to have that strong intellect, to be able to abstractly think about things that aren't happening, time, future, imagine. Obviously, it has very good practical benefits to us as humans to secure our survival, and to improve on advancements and progress, and making things easier for us to survive and flourish. But that's all well and good. But if that is overtaking or replacing peace and freedom and love and good contentment, that's when it becomes a problem. It goes out of balance. Well, when that faculty is dominant, that faculty is in charge, put above everything else, put as priority, to the point where there's been a losing of who or what we are. The thinking mind becomes so much in charge and so much the top of the top, best of the best, that there's been a losing touch with what we are beyond it, or apart from it, or like what else we are, what else there is. And so what is being pointed to or pointed out is that there is something that isn't bound up in reason, isn't bound up in the mind and the mental functioning. There's something that is free, inherently free. Inherently free. And so what non-duality is here is that recognition. No, that isn't the word that I want to choose. Recognition, you could say, but that always has a feeling to me of it being like personal, like someone knowing it or something, like a knowing of it. But it's hard to find the right word. But recognition, or this, I like revealing of something, that is this revealing of something, or this coming forward of something. You could say it in the negative way and say the collapsing of something or dissolving of something that seems to be blocking it or seems to be in the way of it. So you could say either way, really, but the point is that is free. That is what the experience is. I don't mean experience as in experience, like the experience changes, the experience appears and disappears, the experience is moving, the experience can be labeled and named and you know, so it is an experience, but I don't know what else to call it other than what this is, what we are, what we are. I was going to try and explain what I mean by we, but it's like, God, pulling all the words apart. Oh, you're back. um, um, so you could say it's a returning back to that, returning back to that. And you couldn't say intellectually, oh, but we've never really left that, it's always been here and all of that, and that's true, but like, it's always this, it's not been missing, or you know, there's no one to return back to it. You could say all that, but it seems and appears that there has been a journey back to it, like that appearance of someone. So as the body and the brain's growing and this sense of self is developing and strengthening, it feels like this you that's appeared has lost something. It feels like it's lost home, it's lost something, and it's desperately trying to find that something that is lost, trying to find it in the world of things, in the world of experiences. And so to describe it as a returning back to that, it is a way of saying it's the end of that seeking, the end of that seeker who feels as if they are separate and lost, lacking that home. And so it's a return in a way to that, because the end of you, this end of this seeker, is the end of that. So it's like a home. It is a home. Excuse me. And it's true, it was never really lost or covered up. It only appears that way to the personal perspective. It appears that way. So in the form of language and talking and describing, then we can say it like that. We can use these words to describe, obviously in story, what it seemed to be and what seems to then happen. This shifting back, this returning back. This ending of living in that dream of separation, that dream of language and reason, that language and meaning and reason. Doesn't mean language and meaning and reason doesn't exist. It's just we have that as part of our language, part of our intellect, but it just means it's the end of living in that, the end of that being true, the end of that being who you are, and that being reality. It just being a functioning part of the appearance, a part of our functioning as humans. But this being lost in it, being someone existing in it, is suffering. But there's always this freedom here. There's always what we truly are here. It can't not be here. It can't not be here. So when this form is no longer operating, no longer functioning, this will still be here. This mystery, this love, this wholeness, this emptiness will still be. There's no end to that. In the same way, there's no start to that. So all the forms and expressions appear and play out to be whatever they are. It could be anything, anything. All kinds of different realities and ideas and things that we're not necessarily aware of. Anything is possible. Some people see different things and hear different things and have different experiences to the mainstream experience, acceptable experience. And they get labeled crazy or whatever, or, you know, a bit wacky or whatever. But who knows, like, that's totally possible. Totally possible. But it's not, don't say it's not important. It's not. It's equally as important as any perception, any experience. But it's the play of emptiness, the play of fullness. It's this can be anything. This can appear as anything. So this isn't a subject that's trying to offer experiences. This isn't trying to offer you better experiences. And there are many things in this life that the world we have that offer you better experiences. You can buy, you can travel, you can have all these different experiences. You can do different therapies and different things to improve your experiences. But that's one thing. But then this subject is talking about something beyond that. Something so deeply beyond that. I don't mean beyond as in space and time over there somewhere, beyond as in right here. Beyond as in right here. It can't go anywhere. It's right here. It's non-moving. It's non-moving, and yet here it plays as movement at the same time. Yeah, so So if you'd like to ask a question or anything, then you can do it through either the Zoom chat or the YouTube chat. Or even come into the Zoom directly and ask. I hope my cough isn't too loud. I should mute. I should mute before I cough, really, shouldn't I? Like that. Okay, so that was the talk entitled Peace Beyond Reason. Thank you for joining. I shall be back with another Zoom tube next week, I'm sure. So yeah, have a lovely week and yeah, lots of love. thought I'd finished, but he was to do it because of the cough. But I think actually, the feeling is saying stay. Moksha is saying, thanks for the peace. Yeah, I understand the expression of that. Thanks for the peace. Thanks for this peace. Gratitude for that. So I understand that, but at the same time, it's like it's like who we thanking for that. Just to be clear, like who are you thanking for that? I resonate with the act of gratitude, the act of that expression of thank you. I resonate with that. But it's interesting to look and see who would you put that towards, like who are we thanking? Just an interesting thing to look at. It's so beautiful. Doesn't mean you don't say thank you to the postman or the bin woman for taking the bin. Like, but it's just interesting to look at who are you thanking? Who are you really thanking? Like, where is it coming from? And what imaginations, projections is it being aimed at? Or what thoughts come up? What ideas come up? It's beautiful, the expression of gratitude. Mhm. Mm. When I tuned in just 15 minutes ago, I was struck by peace and silence. Yeah. Um, Maybe you were busy before, then you sat down and put this on, and then it was such a contrast, maybe to the experience. Don't know. But this peace and silence is always, it's always what is. It's always here. Even when, say, you're in a concert hall or something, with music and loads of people singing or whatever, so there's noise and emotion happening. Even when you're in tears, even when you're angry, when there's pain or happiness. This always is. It always is. It seems to be covered up by those things, appearances. It seems to be covered up. But it can't be. It can't be true. That's only from the experience or perspective of being in that reality of the thoughts and the interpretations and the the physical movements and the perceptions. So from being within that, it seems as if you've lost that peace, that silence, that emptiness. But it's not true. Like it's from that place. It's like, it's not really a thought, but imagine a thought saying, "Oh, I've lost this silence, I've lost that peace." And to that thought, it's true, but actually it's not the reality. In that reality, you seem to have lost it, but it's not true. That isn't the reality, though. That's the thought made reality. And so it's like something else is hearing these sorts of things, like something else is revealed that isn't bound in thoughts, bound in the intellect, bound in time. There's something else that is free, that isn't a thing. So even when the body's doing its thing and it's noisy and stuff's going on, there's something that is free. And that's what you are. That chaotic, or that movement is appearing in you. It's appearing in you. In what you are. And it's not separate from you either. But there just seems to be an over identification with that movement. There's a belief in that movement. A belief in that thought, a belief in that feeling, a belief in that experience, a belief in that narrative. So this can't ever be missing. It can't ever be not here. It can just feel like you in that are stronger. But it's not true. It's not the true reality. This you seemingly moving around, doing this, doing that, thinking this, thinking that, believing this, believing that, feeling this, feeling that, isn't who you are. That isn't who you are. I don't like to reject it as if it's not who you are, because it is, but it's not who you are. I guess it's not who you are. And yet it's not rejectable. But it's not who you are. So thank you, much 6666 for that interaction. It's funny, isn't it? Who is thanking who? Heart from, it's terrible heart. I did this. Heart from Shog. Heart. In love, yeah. Loveness. Loveness. Okay, so thank you. I shall see you again soon for the next Zoom tube.